Welcome to the House of War. Today on Breaking Chains, we're going to talk with President and founder Becky McDonald about an important facet of war.
Becky, what are we doing in the men's restroom?
Well, hiding here is a touch of humor. And right now, we all need a good laugh. So let me explain. Years ago, when we moved into this building for our headquarters, we decorated the women's restroom. You girls know that us girls use bathrooms for many things. Guys don't know that about us. And the men of war complained that we didn't decorate theirs. Now, I have all brothers, and I raised 3 sons, and I've been cleaning men's bathrooms my whole life, and sometimes things don't always land where they're supposed to. So the men of war objected, and so we went to town and we decorated for the men of war in honor of those special fathers, brothers, and friends who are strong and gentle, but who advocate for the vulnerable and believe that the women in their lives deserve dignity. You are our knights in shining armor, protectors, friends. We respect and thank you for the many things you do that all spell hero. Hiding in this room, we'll show you in a minute, is a real knight in shining armor. The wall spells out the words and fight fear, and it spells out the words on our best-selling card that has the coat of armor and a plaque of our honor of the men in our lives. When a tiny boy shows up in the boutique, I go, psst, I whisper, hey, upstairs there's a surprise just for you in the men's room. And they always come out enthralled, because when you call on the protective instinct in men, you hit pay dirt every time. Seriously though, this is a plea, a clarion call, a cry from a mother's heart, a call to war, the war world, to honor those men in our lives who use their strength and their integrity in their world to be a safe place, to let us be ourselves and see our dreams come true. So we honor that protective, nurturing instinct. As an organization, we are privileged to be surrounded by good, protective men. I believe that the silent majority of men are good fathers, brothers, uncles, sons, and friends. We love the safety and protection that the men in our lives consistently demonstrate. We are drawn to safe men. We find sweet comfort in their presence. As a mother, I want to raise my sons to be that man. And I want my daughter to marry that man. This is a call to men too, though, to take action and to take a personal stake to make the world a better place and a more just place. Men and women, I want to say something to you and the women in your lives that you don't forget. If you don't remember anything else, please remember this. I've been fighting risk for over 60 years, and Women at Risk International is most known for our fight against human trafficking. But what I've learned is that this is not men's fault. Yes, they are the buyers, but a UN study showed that 60% of the traffickers, the person doing the forced coercion and fraud, the slave owner, are women. Cool girls at school recruiting 9-year-olds to go to a party they cannot drive themselves home from. Shauna Newell, 11 years old. Look on our website and see that video. This week, I was hiding a woman in the land of the free in my car, searching for a safe place. We all need to come together, men and women, to be a safe place and a circle of protection. This week, I watched my son, a great dad who had a great example, sitting day in, day out, beside his 7-year-old daughter who was diagnosed this week with leukemia. I was and am so thankful for good men in my life and in the war world. So if you come and visit us someday, we might give you a tour of the men's room. If I'm giving the tour, for sure we will. Now, I've been writing a book for some time, and there's a chapter in there called Men, You're Not the Problem, You're the Solution. And if you want to read that draft, it will be uploaded on our website. And I talk about growing up in a male world as an American girl in lands steeped in traditions of the Taliban. I think I know a thing or two about risk. And I share from my story the power of a man in a girl's life, my own family, and how they made me strong despite the message outside my door. So I'm going to show you the knight in shining armor that lives in the men's restroom right here. Men of Men World, we need your help. We love you and thank you for being a circle of protection.
Becky, thank you so much for that tour.
Did you like the men's room?
I really did. My first time in there.
Well, unfortunately, it's not my first time in a men's bathroom. Many of you have heard me tell the story because I love to poke fun at myself. But years ago, I got on a plane after speaking at a conference, sat in the window seat, and two men got in the seats next to me, went to sleep. And guess what? I had a 6-hour flight and I had to go potty and I wasn't waking them up. So I wrote 68 thank you letters. And when I got to the airport, I made a beeline for the bathroom and I set up shop in a stall, which us girls do all the time. We multitask in bathrooms. Men don't know that about us. And I was addressing envelopes and putting on stamps and talking on the phone to the War Office. And I look up in that crack in the door, and I don't know why as a rich nation we have to have bathrooms with cracks. And there's a man looking at me. And I blurted out, "What is a man doing in the women's restroom?" And 4 men answered me, "Ma'am, you are in the men's restroom." Well, when you grow up with all brothers and Taliban countries, you learn how to laugh on the outside while you're puking on the inside. And so I burst out laughing, which made them think I was okay with this. So they started chit-chatting with me. And they said, "We think you're in good company." And I said, "I don't think so." And so they cleared the bathroom for me. But by the time I got all my stuff together, because I was not going to leave anything behind, there was a long line of men at the urinals that I never saw. So sometimes in life, we are at risk through no fault of our own. And sometimes in life, we're at risk because we make stupid mistakes.
So can you tell us about our 200 programs that we have? Which one address vulnerable men?
Yes, we are not just helping women and children, but men and families around the world, and many programs. The scarf I'm wearing is made in a factory in India that hires men and women who are HIV positive and would be thrown away, and gives them a living and a way to make a living with dignity. And in fact, there's a name on this scarf of a little boy in one of our safe houses who was brought to us by his mom as a minor. She was a minor and he was 4, and she could no longer hide him, and she asked us to raise him, which we did. And today he is in a college getting an engineering degree and making these law bracelets that are male or female to support his siblings so they don't have their mother's life. And of course we have the wonderful, my favorite product is the ornaments from the Egyptian hand-blown artisans. And it's such incredible. My favorite is this little dragon here because it's so intricate, hand-blown. Generations have learned this from each other. And he's holding a little treasure there. And all the gold that you see on any of our ornaments is 14 karat gold. And there's a cute little airplane here and a globe that's a great gift for a man. And then I love this chess set in black and white with the elephant and the horse and all of those precious pieces on its own black and board. And it comes in this amazing box so that if you're putting it away, you have a safe place to put it. This black velvet box. And this has nothing to do with anything, and this is just a sneak peek preview, but I discovered this today when I came in, and these are llamacorns or unicorns or unillamas, or I don't know, I'm getting confused. This one's Ralph. Anyway, this is a sneak preview because we have had this baby llama fur. In fact, one time one of our managers told a little boy in the store that these were from baby llama, and he ran from her thinking that we were chopping up llamas, and she's like, no, we just brushed their hair. But these are incredible, and this is a sneak preview, and it has nothing to do with anything, but I love them. I saw them today and I want one.
I do too. But what products are you featuring today?
Okay, so we have wonderful soap, and this is made by our Rescued American Women in the U.S. Training Center. We've processed over 108 women and children, and so right now with wellness and all that's going on, instead of buying soap from the store, buy soap, fair trade soap made by Rescued American Women. We have beard oil. Men are probably growing their beards. This is the time for them to grow their beards, except I was told it's bad for COVID. Girls, you're not allowed to grow a beard. And then we have here, again, leather from the same place that the scarf came from, where it's got the seal, and they make, our men and women, but mostly men, make these beautiful key fobs. And so that's our giveaway. But you can see we have many other things, you know, like the tummy pack and the wallets and all these goodies for the men in our lives. And we're just proud and to honor those good men in the war family.
Well, thank you so much, Becky, for joining us today. And anyone who wants to purchase them can go ahead and shop online at our War Chest Boutique. So you would just go onto our War Chest Boutique to order them. They're warchestboutique.org. And also, we want you to go ahead and share our videos. For sharing our videos, you'll go ahead and comment that you shared, and you'll be entered into a drawing. We also want you to go ahead and hit the like button and also to subscribe. So thanks again, Becky.
From our house, the house of war, to your house, we care about you and we honor those good men in every one of our lives. This means war.